So, I'm making my preparations for van life. I have purchased a Dometic alcohol heater slash cooker. It's the ORIGO 5100, and I just got it. It was delivered to my job where I have my packages sent, and I just got home and I'm going to open it up and test it out. I knew I ordered it online, so I'd already made preparations and I'd bought the denatured alcohol as the fuel ahead of time. And this is the fuel that I bought for the stove. Denatured alcohol. It's supposed to be clean burning. I understand I can use 92% isopropyl alcohol as well, or 91, 90, in that range percent of isopropyl alcohol, or otherwise known as rubbing alcohol, which I like because that means that, I'll have easy access to fuel should I need it. In an emergency situation, I might do that, but from my research, I understand that type of alcohol will burn with more soot, so it is better to go with the denatured alcohol, as you see here. So I've opened the box, and this is how it comes. I bought it brand new, but the inside is very, very scratched along the edges. The bottom pan, there's like noticeable surface scratching. It's making me think that this is a refurbished one. And I definitely paid the brand new price. I'm kind of concerned about that, but let's see what else we can see as we continue unboxing. So these are some of the instructions. It's a little instruction cheat sheet. One thing that I really like about alcohol stoves is that burning alcohol is readily extinguished by water, as you can see. And even though I do have some propane equipment in my preparation for van life, I'm also going to try this alcohol stove and figure out which one I prefer the best. So this is just one option, and I'm leaning toward going just completely with the alcohol stove, but I'm going to test out all of my options. But this one, so far, I'm liking what I see. It seems like the safer option over propane. Okay, after I've inspected this stove and I've unboxed it and I've looked through it, I've decided not to go any further because this is not a brand new stove. I purchased this brand new stove at a brand new price. It was almost $300, and I ordered it online from a marine store because these types of stoves are commonly used in boats. But this stove is obviously used. It smells of, I can see the smell, you can see it's been used. It is not brand new, and it's not even refurbished because it's very damaged and scratched. It seems like someone used it for a while and then they sold me this damaged, scratched, used stove that smells of the fuel that's been burnt. So it's obvious that it's been used, even though they replaced the wick in there. It's definitely been used, and the bottom of it's dirty. There's soot underneath. So I'm going to return this, and I'm going to have to continue this video at another time. So I ordered another stove from a totally different company, and it's arrived, and I have it at my counter. So I'm going to continue with my video for my alcohol stove. It's over a week from the last time when I shot the video. It took about that much time for me to return the first stove and order a new one. They would not send me a new one back. Basically, they told me I had to buy a second one, so I did, but not from them. I bought it from a totally different company and decided not to give them my money because they didn't really make it right at all. They just barely apologized for the fact that it was used. So let me unbox the new one that I just got. I still haven't been refunded from the other one I sent back, but this is an important piece of equipment, so I decided I was going to buy it anyway. So I bought the stove, and I also bought a gasket cover, which was offered so that I can cover up the well that holds the alcohol, so it would help prevent it from evaporating as quickly when the stove is not in use. So that's one good thing. I saw that on this new website. I don't like how this tape is on this box. It looks like it's been taped up again. So let's just hope that this one is brand new. Let's hope I don't have another used one. That would just be awful. Okay, so I just opened it and I've kind of looked through it a little bit. This is a totally different stove. This is like about a week later, a little over a week from the last time when I had the other one. Totally different company. It doesn't seem completely new itself though. But yeah, looks like it's at least, obviously this box has been opened before. It doesn't quite seem brand new. This point though, I got this one a little bit cheaper than the other one. So I'm just gonna set it up because I actually really want this stove, and yeah. Anyway, at least I paid less for this one. Okay, it comes in 3 pieces. The main well that holds the fuel, the alcohol. You can see like a white wick. And this is the top. And no, I'm sorry, this is the bottom. And this is the top of the stove. And this is the little flame regulator with the lever and the rubber gasket that covers up the well when you're not using it, so that it helps to prevent the evaporation of the alcohol. So let me try this out and see how it works. Okay, so it's been assembled. Denatured alcohol has been poured into the little reservoir. It was put inside the bottom part of the heater, and then the grill part, the burner part, was placed on top. And this lever here has to be moved in order to open it fully. So it's opened fully. And as you can see, there's an opening that's a little bit wider in order to allow you to light it. And I'm going to do so using this this burner here, this long, it's an electronic burner. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so this electronic burner, you charge it, it's rechargeable, it uses electricity. It's like a little battery in there that's rechargeable. So I'm going to light this. That's there. Okay. Flame's kind of hard to see, so you have to kind of see if you feel heat, but I'll try it again. I smell something. Let me see if I feel any heat. I don't. Hope I don't burn myself on camera. All right, so I definitely got it to light, and it wasn't difficult. I heard it ignite. It scared the daylights out of me. Okay, so it reminds me of lighting a gas stove pretty much. Just lit, and in this light in my apartment, I can see the blue flame. So I'm just doing this ahead of time as my prep for van life. So the flame is burning blue. That's a good sign. And I'm going to close this vent a little bit and reduce the flame. Oh, did I turn it off? I think I'd extinguished it, but oh no, it's still on. Good, I can feel it. I just kind of closed it. Well, that's kind of good. So I know that it will work, and I could put a tea kettle on top So this is me testing it out. Obviously I need to test it out a little bit more so I'm very comfortable with it. I've already been using propane stoves for camping, so I'm very familiar with that, and I do have a propane stove for camping, and I also have a Mr. Buddy heater which runs on propane. So I have two things that I can use as a heat source and, you know, one for cooking. This is a combined heat and cooking source, and so I'm going to practice with this and get more comfortable with this and see which I like better. And in any event, I like having more than one option because, you know, you don't want to be cold in the wintertime. It can be dangerous, and, you know, so it's good to always have more than one heat source. Doing all I can to prepare myself for van life.